All right, Logan Paul, coffeezilla. Logan Paul, coffeezilla, Cryptozoo. Let's go ahead and let's just jump right into this because this is absolutely crazy. I think we could all agree that this is absolutely crazy because look at this. This just came out 12 hours ago. It's got 1.7 million views. And it's coffeezilla, who's been following the whole Logan Paul Cryptozoo thing since the beginning. And it's a thing because it's crazy. $12.5 million, as we're going to learn, and only a $2.3 million buyback. That's it. And they have to drop all lawsuits against him. Let's go ahead and jump into this because it's outrageous. Obviously he's doing everything that his lawyers are telling him to do, so he can pay as little. I mean, I could see it. I mostly see it from the people that got scams point of view, but I could also see it from Logan Paul's point of view that he doesn't want to pay all this money because he got scammed as well by these other two. But still, the vast majority of the people got scammed for over $10 million that they're losing. There's people that invested money. He's only paying $2.3 million, and $10 million on top of that is still not getting paid back. So let's go ahead and watch this right now. And this is coffeezilla. Everyone, go follow and sub to coffeezilla. He's only got what? He only has 3.34 million. Dude, we need to get him up to like 20, 30 million, 50 million, 100 million sub. Give him more than PewDiePie. No, I love PewDiePie. All right, let's check this out.
Paul is refunding people he scammed if they promise to stop suing him for the vastly
larger
amount he may owe them. And honestly, I'm conflicted because on the one hand, victims getting money is always great. And I'm proud that our investigation led to some real-world consequences. But
No, that's real, though. The only reason people know about this is because of coffeezilla. Now, we would have heard probably later on about the lawsuits going on, but coffeezilla really broke this case. He also broke the Dink Doink case. Dink Doink was another failed NFT project or crypto project that freaking Logan Paul was doing. That was a bust, man. That was a bust.
I can't pretend that things are fixed or...
Hey, how are you guys all doing today? By the way, in chat, I love you all. You're all absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate you all.
Fine for people who entrusted me with their story when that's just not true. So here's the real, more complicated story in 3 parts. The refund offer, the zoo tokens, the lawsuit, starting with the most important part. And if you get one thing from this story, this should be it. These are the estimated damages in Cryptozoo.
Okay, it's 18.5 million, not 12.5, 18.5 million. He's only paying back 2.3 million. Or did I get 12.5? Whatever, 18.5 million. That's the real total.
18.5 million.
I don't have a hair routine. I'm bald, man. It's in my name.
Dollars, which comes from a combination of ZooCoin and NFT sales. And then this,
that's it.
Smaller percentage of that.
Literally, that's it. Just 2.3 million. And okay, so this is all coming from Logan Paul, who spent $400,000, who spent $1 million. Like he's out $1.4 million on it, right? And now he's paying an additional 2.3 million. Now, whether that's because he believes that he only has to spend this much or that he believes he's only into it that much, he's really into it $18.5 million. And going through the lawsuit, because the lawsuit's still happening, he's just countersuing some people in the lawsuit. If that lawsuit still happens, well, he's going to be into it a lot more than $18.5 million if he's found to have scammed them. So this is his way of trying to get rid of as many people as he can from that lawsuit.
Pi is what Logan is actually offering to refund, on the condition, though, that all of the people who spent the last year suing him for the larger damages drop their case. So that's a refund of only 12% to drop 100% of the case that, as far as I can tell, Logan may be losing. Put in that light, then, this refund starts to look less like a good faith attempt to make things right and more like a cynical bargaining chip to avoid getting in even more trouble. And a careful look at these refunds conditions show that Logan is even less serious of a person you may give him credit for. Logan is offering only a 1-month claim window for this refund, given a year after waiting, and hidden in this wall of text is the most shocking part, which is that he's not releasing the Cryptozoo game at all, which I know we all kind of knew that, but is...
Right. And actually, the last time that Logan had spoken about this a couple months ago, a year ago? It was either 6 months or a year ago when coffeezilla, because coffeezilla was trying to get a 1-year update. And Logan Paul was not saying anything. But he did say he was going to be releasing Cryptozoo. He didn't. And now he's not. So, yeah. coffeezilla is bad. How is he bad?
Actually insane, because that's the thing. To be clear, he's sold millions of dollars of NFTs for and tens of millions of dollars of in-game Cryptozoo tokens for. I knew he wasn't going to make it, right? We all get that. But I watched for 3 years as Logan's fans, and that's what these investors were. They were fans of Logan Paul.
By the way, I am a massive fan of Logan Paul. But $2.3 million for $18.5 million. He's just hating on Logan because Logan is giving back the money. Right. Okay, but since you're here, Krista, $18.5 million here. He did a little chart, so it makes it easier to look at. Where is that chart? We will find it somewhere. Right here. Okay. So here's the chart. 2.3. Now, I'm glad you're here, Chris, because look, $2.3 million, $18.5 million. 2.3, 18.5 million. So what Logan Paul is doing is he's trying to get rid of this 18.5 million with a $2.3 million buyback. And with the buyback, they cannot sue him. They have to drop all the suits to this larger suit with this little bit of money. Now, this is what's called a settlement offer. It is a settlement. What lawyers try to do constantly is settle out of court. This is just a very public set. So he's giving back 2.5 million instead of 18.5. He's giving back 2.3 million, 2.3, not 2.5, for $18.5 million worth of people that bought into the product. Yes. So it's called a settlement offer. And this is 12% of this massive thing. However, if the people that are suing Logan Paul and all these other people it comes up later, because it's not just Logan Paul. They're selling. Never mind. That's best. It's pretty messed up. And this was my point when I first did the video. I was like, "Oh, this is great." And then when I started looking at how many, I thought it was 12.5 million. It is 18.5 million. Yeah, it's messed up. It's only 12%. It's a settlement offer. And with this, if anybody, yes, it's a rare L to Logan because I'm a huge Logan Paul fan. He's one of the greatest wrestlers of our generation. I love the guy. But this. No! And also, Dink Doink? No! I love Prime. I do. I love Prime. Actually, I need to restock my Prime. Anyway, so this is what's happening right here. 12.3, 18.5. So if they can convince in Texas, where the lawsuit's happening in Texas, if they can convince the judge that Logan scammed them, he was on SmackDown. I know, I saw that. The KO? I should have did a video about that. What am I doing? I need to do more entertainment because that's what I do. Yeah, that was awesome though. He wasn't letting him speak. Logan's gonna destroy Kevin though. Yeah, this is a settlement offer. So we will see. Because if they take this money, they then can't sue him. So let's get back to where we were. Where was I?
They spent 3 years begging this guy to make this game. And the entire time, he told them he was working on it.
Yeah. Oh.
And I thought.
He's also not dropping Cryptozoo. It's done. Cryptozoo is gone.
Even at my most pessimistic, that Logan would at least crap out some abomination that he described as a game that limped past our lowest collective expectations. But I was wrong. I mean, I wasn't wrong the first time he said I was wrong when he said he was going to still finish the game.
Yep.
I was wrong that he was going to do it at all.
But even after 12 months of work, you've still managed to overlook one crucial piece of information. See, even though I've said it's coming so many times, you've assumed that Cryptozoo isn't being made. Who are you to decide when the development timeline ends? Trust
you just now admitted that you're not making the thing. Oh my gosh, the gaslighting. Oh. Not the gaslighting. Do you think Kevin will beat Logan at Royal Rumble? No, man. Logan definitely winning, man. He's the American champion, United States champion. Logan is confused. I think Logan had to say exactly what his lawyers needed him to say.
Trust me, Cryptozoo is coming. I will make damn sure of it.
Oops.
Whoa, did you see that timeline? 2024 was released. Cryptozoo gone. Not happening. And he's going to make dang sure of it, guys. Listen.
I will make damn sure.
Hey, what's up, Samir? I've got 2 reactions to do. And then right after the reactions, we're going straight into who are we watching with the suspenders. His name is Coffeezilla. Guys, go and sub to him on his YT. He's got 3.34 million. Let's get him up to like millions. Millions and millions. Yeah, so like he's been following this Cryptozoo case. He's the one that broke it, really. Because of Dink Doink. He did a thing on Dink Doink with Logan Paul, which was a pump and dump scam. It was a pump and dump. Okay, thanks. You're amazing, Ariel. You're amazing. And Cryptozoo was kind of the same thing, except the pump and dump was really using Logan Paul to get the notoriety and then pumping and dumping on Logan Paul. So, but the way Logan Paul handled it, rough. That's Casey Man, hasn't taken over yet. The Casey Man? Who's Casey? Okay, let's go and check this out.
Sure of it.
Oops. So much for making damn sure of it, because there's no game. This is what makes such a massive con.
Yeah.
This guy sold millions in NFTs, tens of millions of Zoo tokens, and he's not even going to release the thing he promised this whole time. This is why it's such a slap in the face. These investors spent 3 years waiting for a game. Not only that, 2 years waiting for an update, which he never gave, and then a year suing him. And after all of that, all he offers is a 12% refund, no game, 30 days to accept. So look, Logan's already taking heat for making good on a promise that he made a year late, but that's not even true. He's not making good on this promise because it's not the same promise. Last year, what he promised was no strings attached buyback and you get a game. This year, it's please drop your lawsuit and you don't get a game, which is incredible to me that there are influencers out there like KSI parading this around like a win for Logan.
Okay, so this is what KSI said last night. What will the haters say now? This was last night or 2 nights ago. Now, I'm going to take you guys over to X real quick because I want to show you this. This was the back and forth between KSI and Coffeezilla. If we just put in Coffeezilla. Hey, what's up, big boy? Coffeezilla calls out KSI for supporting Logan Paul Cryptozoo refund. Yeah. But let's actually just go to Coffeezilla. Here we go. Internet detective exposes scams. Follower of Jesus. Me too. I'm a Christian. But by the way, I love Muslims because we all love Jesus, and I love Jewish people. I love any kind of religion, really. Sam Bankman-Fried. Logan Paul has stonewalled. Okay, here we go. Okay, so KSI said this. I feel like Logan is doing the best he possibly can to help those who have been affected by this project. I think people are forgetting that he currently has another project called 99 Originals in the NFT space. Oh, coffee! Oh, I love you, babies! My baby's got me coffee! Coffee! I love you, I love you, I love you. Okay, 99 Originals in the NFT space that has been quite successful. Anyway, to anyone thinking that I've labeled the victims as haters from my previous tweet are clearly wrong and are looking for yet another reason to try to blindly put me down. It's fine. I've been doing this social media thing for years. I'm used to it, LOL. I'll be more specific when I tweet next time, my bad. Call me a D-Rider, D-Eater, all you like, but I'm always going to want to back my friends and give them the benefit of the doubt, as I assume most people would. Anyway, I don't know S about crypto. I tried and lost millions. Oh, that's not good. Readers, added context. Okay. Logan Paul's buyback only accounts for 12% of damages, 2.3 million out of the 18.5 million of sales. Accepting the refund will waive your rights to sue Paul or Cryptozoo. Yeah, well, this is what Coffeezilla said. Logan Paul has stonewalled these victims for a year. That's true. He did. By the way, these people have been out of money for not just a year, but since it began. Since 2021. They've been out of money. All that money they lost. It's gone. 2 years. Refuses to communicate. Refuses to create the game he promised for 3 years. Okay, so yeah, 2021. Refuses to refund the tens of millions he sold in Zoo tokens in-app currency. Blamed everyone but himself from day one. Hey, what's up, Shrek Dylan? How is that doing the best he possibly can? He's offering this buyback only after he got in even more legal trouble 1 year late with a 1 month claim and a liability waiver? Give me a break. Hold on a second, guys. There we go. I'm sympathetic to people not understanding crypto and benefit of the doubt stuff, but what doubt is there exactly? It's not even the first time Logan scammed his fans. Dink doink. Oh, I forgot about Fallon. What's Liquid Marketplace? Elon Gate? What is all this stuff? Listen, I gotta check all this stuff out. That's pretty cool. Check the checks, dude. You are the freaking awesomest, man. By the way, I'm gonna do another one of those judge videos, but I'm gonna be using you as a co-defendant or a co something, whatever it is. Liquid Market is so well documented at this point. 990G is kind of a funny example to bring up too, because that was what he created when he was lying to Cryptozoo holders, saying the game was coming soon. Not sure how one success makes up for several scams. It really doesn't. Not a codependent. You're amazing, brother. Oh my gosh, dude. Guys, go follow Check the Star. Awesome guy. TLDR, your friend has done bad things and defending him blindly while not understanding what he did ain't it. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty, yeah. Okay, anyway, so that's what happened earlier today. We have KSI, we have Coffeezilla just, roasting him because, hey, here's all the information. What are you talking about? All right, back to Logan Paul. Give the fraudster life. At least get that money back. I mean, come on, he's a billionaire, right? Oh, that's another thing too. Apparently, he and KSI only own 7% of Prime. That's it.
Paul, like he's some sort of hero for offering a year late, half-baked settlement offer. KSI says, "What will the haters say now?" I don't know. How about where's the game? Where's the art? Where's the millions invested? Where's the motivation for this tweet? Oh, wait. KSI is a co-founder with Logan and Prime. So, of course, that makes KSI Logan's new biggest fan. But seeing as how Logan treats his biggest fans, don't say I didn't warn you. So that's part one, the refund. Now part two is the Zoo tokens. Remember, there were two parts to Cryptozoo, the Zoo tokens and Egg NFTs. Now, the tokens were the vast amount of damages that were actually caused, while the NFT sales were much lower. Logan conveniently wants to refund this much smaller part of his game, the NFTs,
what's up, Gogo?
while pretending that these Zoo tokens were never a real part. They were just gambling. Now, this was sort of less bad.
This is what I brought up earlier, because he said literally to play a game and make money off it. Now, I don't know if he uses that clip or not, but in his court document, he said that this wasn't a way for people to make money off an investment. He said play games, make money. And I was like, that's conflicting to me. Let's see what Coffeezilla says.
When the game was still going to come out, because, it made some sense. Maybe you'd still have these tokens, but now it makes no sense at all. From Logan's statement, this buyback is a way for me to make whole those who intended to play Cryptozoo. The buyback is not intended to compensate those who gambled on the crypto market and lost.
But in the actual documents, and also he said personally, play games, make money.
So he's describing people who bought his in-game currency as gamblers. But that's confusing, because the whole point of these Zoo tokens was to buy the Egg NFTs and play the game. That's literally how it worked, according to him. So instead, he calls people gamblers, despite also saying, quote, Zoo token was created to support the Cryptozoo game and its players. It was, quote, not intended to be an investment vehicle. So how can he say that, then turn around and say people who bought this were gambling? If it's not an investment, how can you refund people who intended to play Cryptozoo if you don't refund people who bought the token that was, quote, created to support the Cryptozoo game? You can't. It makes no sense. And this is why I say this isn't even close to a full refund. And now that he's abandoning the game, what we actually have is millions of dollars of in-game currency Logan sold that he won't pay back. Which brings us to the final part of this story. The third part, the lawsuit.
Yes.
After telling all his fans that they were gamblers who lost, Logan has one final surprise. He says, quote, "I have filed a lawsuit in federal court in Texas to hold these bad actors accountable, people who ruin Cryptozoo." But what Logan doesn't tell you is that Texas lawsuit is something he's being sued in already. He's a defendant in the lawsuit that he links in his tweet. He's just cross-suing his co-defendants. Like, he's already being sued, and he's just re-suing.
That's very interesting. Let's go check. I want to show you guys this because it's all up on X. Like, literally, everything's all up on X. So we go here. Let's go ahead and put in Logan Paul, who, by the way, huge fan. I have Cred. I should have reported on this. What am I doing? Anyway, yeah, so he's going to be going up against Kevin Owens at Royal Rumble. He will win. I don't care what you guys think. He will win. Let's go down here. Here we go. The crypto buyback. Now, if you click on this, and if you go down here, you can actually see the lawsuit. Okay, so he's already getting sued. Regardless, he's already getting sued. But he's also he's adding on to this lawsuit to sue Eduardo Ibanez and Jake Greenbaum, the Crypto King. Because they made the thing. I mean, they didn't directly make it, but they did make it. And if you look up here, they're already involved in the lawsuit. So he's just doing this to try to take away some of his liability here. But really, look, he's right up underneath Cryptozoo Inc., a Delaware corporation. Logan Paul. Boom. Number 1. Daniel Strobel, Jeffrey Levin, then Eduardo Ibanez, then Jake Greenbaum, and Ophir Bentoff, a.k.a. Ben Roth. Ben Roth, by the way, all the way down at the bottom. All the way down at the bottom, so he's getting sued too. But Logan Paul is number 1. Guys, okay, in chat, I know you guys can't see it on screen, but in chat, the lawsuit is for twerking with KSI in public. Is his brother involved? No, I know that. Well, I mean, because like in one of CoffeeZilla's didn't. Yeah, Jake Paul bought into it. I thought he bought into it and then sold. Is that correct? Did he make money off of this? We need to do a deep dive into Jake Paul and see if he made money off of this. But because a lot of people bought into this and then dumped. But the reason why Logan Paul is suing Eduardo Ibanez and Jake Greenbaum is because that's what they did. Logan has a brother, I forgot. Yeah, one of the best boxers in the world, Jake Paul. People get so mad at me, man. All right, let's go. Okay, so this is what's happening. This is it. Cryptozoo Inc., a Delaware corporation. However, this is happening in Texas. And apparently it's being represented by Don Holland or the law office of Don Holland individually and on behalf of all others similarly situated. So a bunch of people came together for a class action lawsuit. Class action means like a bunch of people come together. We're going after this. And it's Cryptozoo. Logan Paul, number 1. Logan Paul right under Cryptozoo. Yep, civil action. This isn't a criminal. This is civil. It can lead to criminal, but right now it's civil. And what Logan Paul is trying to do is he's trying to do this egg NFT buyback for $2.3 million as a settlement offer for the $18.5 million that's owed. And if you take that settlement offer, you can't sue. So, there you go.
The same guys who are already being sued? And who are these secret bad actors Logan's going to hold accountable anyways? Turns out it's his employees he hired, Eddie Ibanez and Crypto King, which all of us already knew because I investigated the story a year ago. But imagine my surprise when Logan Paul tries to rewrite my investigation to pretend he did all the work himself and uncovered the real scam of Cryptozoo while simultaneously trying to erase his part in it. He says, and I find this very funny because I spent a year on that story, quote, "This lawsuit is the result of an exhaustive investigation that included the review of the entirety of conversation."
It was due to CoffeeZilla's exhaustive investigation. This had nothing to do with Logan Paul. He might have hired some personal or PIs, and all they did was like, hey, we did this exhaustive investigation on CoffeeZilla's exhaustive investigation. Yeah, he's right.
You'd be forgiven to think he was quoting my investigation.
Yes.
He's not. He copied it and tried to rewrite it to make himself look good. In this lawsuit, he says things like, hey guys, turns out Eddie Ibanez's entire backstory was a fabrication, including the MIT NFL story. Can you believe it? It's like, yeah, we know. And then he goes, yeah, well, you won't believe what I discovered. Crypto King secretly sold tokens. Yeah, we know. Logan just shamelessly rips off my work, claim for claim.
Okay, in the comments it says, why are the victims not suing him? They are. Check this out. He's got a lawsuit. He's got this lawsuit. It's in the United States District Court for the Western District of Texas, Austin Division. Don Holland is representing as a class action all the victims. Well, as many victims as have come forward to get their money back. Plaintiff versus Cryptozoo. I don't know what they're asking for, though, because I don't know what they're asking for. Like, they owe, or they spent $18.5 million. And Logan Paul is countersuing these two to take liability off of himself. He's spending $2.3 million in his egg NFT buyback to get a settlement with these people so that they don't sue him for the $18.5 million. So yeah, they are suing him. And if he's found out through this lawsuit, that he was scamming along with these guys, he's not just going to be paying $18.5 million. He will be paying vastly more than that. He's definitely losing. Yeah, he's losing this, for sure. That's why he's putting this $2.3 million out, so that less people sue him.
Without citing me. I mean, he says things like, Mr. Greenbaum would later admit that he made millions of dollars through surreptitious sale of zoo tokens. But where did Logan find that admission? Was it perhaps when he investigated my video? Time and time again,
That's exactly what happened. We all know people were like, okay, hey, especially the personal investigators, they're all like, hey, is there any previous investigations done? Well, CoffeeZilla, the guy that Logan Paul blocked and doesn't like, and it was going to sue at one point, he did a pretty good investigation. Oh, okay, let's go watch that. They probably watched through all three of them. I think there's 3, maybe 4, 5, whatever. And they're all like, okay, we can cite this, but we just need to change it up so it's us.
This lawsuit copies my work, but is embarrassed to cite it. So they even have to say things like, based on public reports. What?
Watch this.
Mr. Ibanez made approximately $1.7 million from selling zoo tokens. I could swear I've heard that before. And for my calculations, he made about $1.7 million. Now look.
Okay, how is it 2 years have gone past and CoffeeZilla looks younger now? What happened?
I don't usually mind people using my work, but it's kind of a little strange that Logan is simultaneously trying to discredit my work, saying this lawsuit is not based on snippets of conversation taken out of context. A snipe.
I told you that was an attack on CoffeeZilla. When I first saw this, by the way, this is right here on Logan Paul's thing. I'm incredibly blah blah blah. Like everything I'm passionate about, I've never made a single penny from the project. A lot of people doubt that. In fact, the opposite is true. I'm personally committing. Like you, I was highly disappointed. Betrayed our team. This has confirmed it by an extensive, with the evidence in mind. Where is it? The lawsuit. Nefarious trading activity. As far as the game is, he's not dropping the game. Where is it? It's in here. Okay. The lawsuit is not based just on snippets of conversation taken out of context. When I read that, I said, oh, that is an attack on CoffeeZilla. That is 100% an attack on CoffeeZilla, and yet he is using his investigation to go after Ibanez and Greenbaum. What? What are we talking about? All right, back to it.
At my investigation, while then stealth quoting it to pretend that
Cryptozoo was an NFT project, a crypto NFT project. so that people would buy crypto eggs, and they would hatch, and then the other crypto egg that they would have, they would get those babies get those animals to get together. They would then become another animal, and those animals would be worth tokens. And they could go ahead and keep like mishmashing them with other animals that they created all the way down, and then sell them for crypto tokens, and then buy more eggs. It was it was like, for anybody that was in Egyptian culture, you know, you might see what it is. It's a pyramid scheme, and yeah, it's just to take the money. And, you know, you could sell these NFTs later for whatever money that you determine it's worth. But he didn't deliver on any of it. He never even gave the game out because, you know, one guy ran away with the source code because he didn't get paid by Logan Paul. He said, I'll give you the source code for $1 million like you promised to give me. And that guy, and by the way, that guy was very up and honest about it. He owes me $1 million. He never paid me $1 million. And that guy was using code that was copied off of other things. Literally, he shows it in the first video that he was using recycled code. Recycled code! And the guy wanted $1 million for it. Anyway, so that's where we are. That's what Cryptozoo is. When I hear NFTs, I think of the apes. Oh, yeah, they're everywhere. All right, let's do it.
They did any real legwork. And look, if you found that shameless, that he tries to steal my work and pass it off as his own investigation, this next part gets even worse. Because Logan's story this whole time has been that it's all other people's fault. You know, it's just bad actors. Everyone but him was bad. He was always well-intentioned.
Yep. It's everybody else's fault but him. Okay? It's everybody else's fault but him. That's why he's doing this countersuit, so that it takes liability away from him. That's what this is. But if Logan Paul just took the hit and paid the $18.5 million back, it still would not lead up to the scam. And so, you know, this is all legal. He has to do this to clear his name legally. To the public to the court of public appearance and to the court of the public audience, it looks bad to him regardless. But legally, he has to clear himself up, and legally, there are ways of doing that, including this. So that's what this counter lawsuit is. That's what all this is for. And that's why CoffeeZilla is expressing why this is still a scam.
But his timeline contradicts him. According to his investigation, which is actually my investigation, in
Cam the man, thank you so much for the donations, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, brother.
August and October of 2021, he learns that Jake Greenbaum and Eddie Ibanez are bad news, and he kicks them out of his team. So what does he do after that? He's gotten rid of the bad actors. Can't blame them anymore, right? Does he make Cryptozoo? No. For a full year before I made my video, Logan Paul had full control over his project. He admits it in his own lawsuit. And he did nothing. He said nothing. So how does he avoid accountability now? Well, enter the whipping boy Jeff. That's right. Manager Jeff is making one last appearance. Logan blames Jeff for screwing up 2021 through 2022. But you know what he doesn't mention? What he'll never mention? The real reason the project didn't get back on track is not because of Eddie, not because of Crypto King, but because Logan's own team stopped paying developers who are working on rebuilding the game. So those people stopped working on Cryptozoo. And that's when I found it. The game was dead. It had been dead for months. And that's when I made a big stink out of it. Meaning, it was 100% within Logan's power to save this game. I'm not saying nobody else did bad things, but Logan ultimately had over a year to launch it, to make things right, and he didn't. For financial reasons. Not because someone backstabbed him. He just didn't want to spend the money it would take to make things right. And you know what? That is still true now.
Exactly. He didn't want to spend the money that it would take to make things right. He didn't want to spend literally, possibly another couple $1 million to make this game, spend another $10 to $20 million to go and rightfully give the money back to the people 3 years after the fact. These people have been out of money for 3 years. He has to do, but yet again, he has to do all this legally. Look, these guys are suing. They are so mad that they got scammed by Logan Paul. They want their money back, and they're gonna get it. He's gonna lose this lawsuit. But oh gosh, I mean, this could be really bad legally for Logan Paul. This is a civil lawsuit, okay? So they're trying to get money here. This is civil. It could become criminal if he's convicted of cyber crimes and scamming. Fraud is terrible. And since he's not actually making the project, this then becomes a criminal fraud case. Because they bought into something, it's not being delivered. It's fraud. It's a scam, and it's not good. This could be very, very bad for Logan Paul. That's why he's trying to cross over here and try to get these people to take the liability off of him. Because he'd be like, I didn't know what happened. And actually, it kind of looks like he had no idea what was happening, but now he's trying to cut all of his losses. And in doing so, it becomes a fraud case. God. Now, I personally hope that Logan Paul doesn't go to prison. But this needs to be handled, and soon. Yeah, he's definitely losing this. But if he gets found for fraud, that's even worse. Trust me, it's even worse than making some game that would do trash. Because, God, Logan, we can't lose you. Logan, we can't lose you. We need you. I need you, especially in wrestling. Come on, man.
It is still 100% within Logan Paul's power as a near billionaire with Prime to make things right, fully right with his fans.
Can we talk about that for a second? He's not nearly the billionaire that we all... This is exactly Ariel. By the way, Ariel, I'm going to go ahead and follow you. You seem like a nice person. Who else am I not following in chat? Coco... Who else? Cam the man. By the way, thank you for all the donos there, Cam. Who else? Gutter Guy. Come here. Oh, I'm already... Okay. Me and Gutter Guy are already friends. Oh, what's up, Gutter Guy? Sorry, I didn't notice. Me? I don't even know who you are. Who is me? Have you been here before? Come here. I'll follow you too. Come here. Well, thanks there. Oh, not a problem, Ariel. Okay, so let's go take a look at this, because this is also very interesting. Who was the guy? Oh my gosh, the people deriding Logan Paul. I mean, by the way, I love Logan Paul. But coffeezilla when he can't use Logan's name to pay his rent any longer. Well, how about all the people that lost money because of this? Well, anyway, there's a guy, and I have to look it up because it's on my phone here. But he, who was one of the major investors into this, who lost all his monies that he invested into this. He's still got, billions of dollars. Billionaires always have more money. Somehow. Isn't that weird? Like, if I run out of money, I run out of money or I go to jail. Billionaires, they're like, I got more. Okay, so his name is Do It Big Chicago. Okay, so let's do this. His name is Do It Big Chicago. Do It Big Chicago. There we go. Here he is. Oh, F around and find out. Yeah, okay. I live with no ghosts in my closet. Imagine how well I slept. Legacy over currency. Okay, Selena phones. Okay, what is he selling? NFTs? So that's what he does. So he sells NFTs. Comment of the week of Thanksgiving. Why America isn't doing S about the problems. Okay. Okay. Fun fact. Hot take. Only the poorest cope? What the? I'm trying to find the comments chain that he was in. Guess I'm not signing up for that refund, LOL. Logan promises Cryptozoo refunds as long as you don't sue him. Facts. But I want to get it. He had a huge post about this, and I need to make a post about this. Okay, the Epstein files. Yeah, that was... Oh, here we go. Logan Paul blocked you. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, so that's how I found it. It was in the comment section. Yeah, dude, hey, I freaking love Prime Hydrate. Is this it? I don't know. There's so much here. Okay, so let's put this up here. Let's put this out there. The reason hashtag Zoo rugged and set off the entire Cryptozoo Co. rug was due to Crypto King having control of the team wallets for coin. When the contract got front run and they have internal fights, he sold all the coins off. That's when they had to charge contracts again. Why was the guy who scammed at Logan Paul on fake box of Pokemon cards even still involved with security of a coin? Let them answer. He's the one being investigated, but the fact is Logan and the whole team knew what was going on, didn't disclose it, then pulled in another 8 figures. I'll save more details, but whose fault was most of this? The collectibles guru, aka Crypto King, aka Paul. The bald dude? He did all this? Who should be responsible in the same way influencers are like Kim K and the others in the past? Logan Paul. NFT mood cats shown below. Okay, so this was all... Okay. Crypto King... Oh, he replied back! Your facts are very wrong. I never control team wallets. The tokens I purchased via the open market were stolen from me and 248 others. My advice was ignored. I advised against using Eddie. I advised against the majority of what he did. I was stolen from and never paid for consulting. No surprise, but at Logan Paul is a cancer. He never paid me for consulting, ignored my advice, resulting in my constructive firing. He stole my open market purchase tokens along with 248 individuals. When I called him out for his unprecedented and fraudulent actions, he said, I am that guy. Your deceit, fraud, manipulation, and narcissistic behavior will be exposed in court. Logan, you stole $40 million in tokens from me. You stole from 248 other individuals. You are a scam artist. You are a liar, and you betrayed your own community. You won't take advice from more brilliant minds and like to play God when you aren't. The reality is you aren't that guy, and every detail from this project is going to get exposed. Japan round 2 for the biggest... Oh, he's talking about that forest. Yeah. Just Lisa, thank you so much for the donuts. Appreciate you, Just Lisa. Japan round 2 for the biggest moron I've ever had the pleasure of doing business with. Why did he get rid of the name? Was it him that sent this? Oh, Jake, trust me, bro. Is it Jake? I don't know. I am that guy. Okay, you're both pieces of poop. Hope you like your cellmates. Wishing the best as well. What the? Okay. He's talking about Ibanez. Because Ibanez, he's claiming, is the one. So is there going to be another countersuit? Crypto King versus Ibanez? What are we doing? What are we doing here? What? Oh, okay, so anyway, let me read you what I've got because I can't find the strand it's on. So Logan announced today that he's refunding Cryptozoo, so I clicked the link and see the guy blocked me. I was the #1 zoo holder and never said S about this guy, but today's the day. I wish I could find this. Where is this at? I mean, it's just chains and chains of tweets. Here it is. Okay, I should have just kept going a little bit further. Okay, so Logan Paul announced today that he's refunding Cryptozoo. So I clicked the link and see the guy blocked me. I was the #1 zoo holder and never said S about this guy, but today's the day. Cryptozoo, #1 zoo was rugged by Guru for 7 figures. #2, the team stole money too. #3, this only settled cause of Texas lawyers. Really? That's it? Logan, #1, I loaned him 150 ET, I think that's Ethereum, less than 2 years ago to buy a Crypto Kitties to try and finesse the auction house. #2, the nerd owns 7% of Prime Hydrate, so yes, he's finally a billionaire, but wasn't recently. KSI and him, who I thought owned 20% apiece, only own 7% a piece of Prime Hydration. That's it. Just 7% each. That's it. So this was revealed by Do It Big Chicago. And it was revealed because he's got a ring light and was recording their conversation unbeknownst to them, where where he claims Logan Paul and KSI revealed that information. I support Prime because of the 86%. And I got Cobble Million. I support Prime because of the 86% owners of this company, not the YouTubers who own minority shares. That said, I lost a lot of money because of this whole circle and think it's time I add this to my lawyer list because he's suing people all the time. That's what billionaires do. I've done nothing but support this product despite 6 figures in losses. Logan, you are a P-word, and you should be happy they gave you a chance to be a billionaire. I sent the text, but if not made whole in 7 days for MoneyZoo, which is Cryptozoo, and egg losses, I'm adding you to the list of legal actions for 2024. You guys all know, I know, we even talked about it on my front doorstep of my house. Ironically, that Ring camera got a lot of what your cameras didn't. Text coming next about play-by-play of much of what happened. Guess we could call it prime time. Prime time with Big Al. Here's the blocking. Are we're gonna load that? There we go. Here's the block. And there's them with the little head things on. And this was them at his house. Going through some old security cameras. Oh, yeah, he's got the whole thing, by the way. He just doesn't reveal it here. He claimed he and KSI own it still. Also, more about the Crypto Kitty, please. Last person I'd ever... Oh, yeah, because he does not like that guy at all. Yeah. Okay, so let's get back to this. We're almost done. They should fight. Yeah, well, I mean, they've done that. You talk about KSI and Logan Paul?
Fans who he scammed. And if he did, gave a full refund, we would all celebrate. Me foremost. But will he? Or will he try to dodge responsibility? Cheap out, rip his fans off, and avoid accountability?
Yep.
I think it's the latter. So, those are the 3 main points. You're all caught.
Yeah, legally, that's exactly what they're going to do. Logan Paul, by the way. Logan Paul is going to go around and he's going to try to divert blame so that he doesn't get any kind of like fraud charges, because this is now a fraud case because he's not giving them anything. However, it's not technically fraud because he's giving them $2.3 million willingly. So that's how he's trying to divert around fraud. He's trying to divert around. Fraud's right here. He's right here. And he's trying to go around fraud for a far less crime of just owing money, because fraud leads to prison, and nobody wants Logan Paul to go to prison. I don't. I mean, a lot of people do actually, but I don't.
Caught up to recap part 1 refunds. They're being used as a bargaining chip.
How was Logan Paul going to wrestle in WrestleMania for prison? Come on.
To drop a lawsuit, and so he never has to produce this game, which has been promised for 3 years, and he's sold tens of
WrestleMania, San Quentin. WrestleMania going to be hosted in Rikers Island. San Quentin's in California, Rikers Island's New York.
millions of dollars for. Part 2 is...
Dude, Queso is awesome. If you guys don't watch Queso, go watch him. I don't know why I keep saying Queso. Queso is the best. Love that guy. Kai Cenat talked to him last night.
The Zoo tokens.
He and Phantom are going to be doing a what is it? What are those called? Where you eat all that food? Box something or a mukbang? They're going to have a mukbang together.
He's pretending they're not for a game that they definitely were for to avoid refunding people, when in fact he admits they were created to support the game. Part 3 is the lawsuit, where he stole my investigation, tried to pass it off.
Literally stole it.
Where he did everything wrong, and leaves out the entire year where he was solely in charge of the project. No bad actors. He could have fixed everything, but he didn't, because he's cheap and doesn't want to pay anybody. Anyway, I hope that catches you up with what's been going on.
Dude, one of the commenters says, no, Queso needs to do a mukbang. Think about this. People make fun of his weight as it is, even though he's really not all that big. But him and Phantom getting together to make a mukbang? Woo! Does the earth have enough food? No, I'm just kidding. I love Queso.
And I hope we as a community can have the nuance and complexity to hold in our minds two things at the same time as true. One, it's always good if victims get any money back, and we should celebrate that. However, number two...
Right. We should absolutely celebrate that there's money being put out there. But it's to get rid of the fraud idea, which for the past 3 years, it's been complete fraud. And fraud's right here.
Is that doesn't mean we can't fight for 100% of what...
Oh, yeah, I know, exactly. I love dude, I love queso. But, people make fun of his weight, which is weird. People make fun of my weight, too. Maybe should I get bigger? I'll get bigger.
They deserve. And Logan Paul is not a hero for doing this or making things right. He's a serial scammer who's offering a minority refund as a last-ditch effort to save his wallet and his reputation.
Facts. Okay, so there you go. That's the end of this. I got to do another reaction after this, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and drop this, put this over on my YT real quick. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you all. And I will... Nah, you're not that big. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Hey, by the way... I love you all. Thank you so much for your support. You will be in the YT if you guys want to see it. So, I'm going to go ahead and end this right now. Thank you so much. Love y'all. Peace.